I had some complaints in the summer, and my complaints were not about just me. It was about how we are moving as a unit. I want to be respected out here in the basketball world. I don't want players to look at us and say, oh man, these blank are full of blank. That's not the type of team I want to be on. So when we're all playing like blank, you know the one person they're going to look at. That's why I requested a trade. KD then continued with, look at our starting lineup. Edmund Sumner, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Claxton, and me. Not disrespect, but what are you expecting from that group? You expect us to win because I am out there. Jay Will is back with us. Stephen A., should the Nets trade for Kevin Durant?
Yes. Now, I started off the season by saying he ain't going no damn place. He's locked in for 4 years. And he's a part of this mess. He's partly responsible for assembling this mess. In fairness to Kevin Durant, he does not believe that's the case. Kevin Durant is a person that goes out there and balls. And ladies and gentlemen, as I often tell y'all, when he's healthy, he's the best in the world, in my eyes. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have culpability for the mess that exists in Brooklyn. When KD right now, based off of what he said, he did not lie. Every word he uttered there is true. He just left some stuff out. Mainly, I'm kind of responsible for this. KD wanted to leave Golden State to join Kyrie Irving. Now, I have been on the record, Jay Williams, and please put Jay Williams up because I want to see him when I'm saying this stuff. Jay Williams, I've been on the record. You leave Golden State and Steph Curry to join forces with Kyrie Irving. I believe Kyrie Irving betrayed him because of Kyrie Irving's penchant for taking time off for whatever reason. The latest fiasco, I don't care, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to what he did, but he apologized. He's been suspended. That brother needs to be back on the court. I have stated that. Yep. As an aside, as you know, Jay Williams, I have my own podcast, No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith, KNOW. Next week, I will be interviewing the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. And I can't wait to have that discussion because I'm going to make sure it's very interesting conversation. And I bring that up to say there's a lot of questions to be asked as it pertains to Kyrie and other stuff because Kyrie Irving should be back playing now. But it doesn't negate the fact that he, yet again, has been a distraction. I believe that Kevin Durant's words are justified. But I also believe that a lot of it is self-inflicting. He is culpable for it, and that's the part that he left out that he should not have. He made the wrong decision by electing to join forces with Kyrie to come to Brooklyn. Now, if you want to come to Brooklyn, fine. But to join forces with Kyrie, who marches to his own beat, wants to do what he wants to do, the way that he wants to do it, and thinks about himself when it comes to what's in his mind and what he wants to do. Not that he's going to cheat you on the basketball court, but it's getting him to the basketball court that's a problem. That's the kind of stuff that KD indirectly is responsible for because you got to know your personnel. KD wants to act like his hands are washed from all of that. You don't get to do that. This mess that's in Brooklyn, James Harden in and out, now Ben Simmons there. Ben Simmons is a different problem. I can't believe what I'm seeing from him. Oh, my God, I don't even know how to begin that conversation. It's just that along the way, KD needs to admit, damn, I made a mistake departing from Golden State for this.
He shows up to work every day for this team. He puts on his hard hat and comes to the stadium and puts in work like no other player on that team. So I'm not sitting here on national TV saying that I've had personal things that KD and I have had to deal with publicly, Stephen A. You know about that. We engaged in one of these topics a year ago about him calling me a liar, and there are things that him and I have had to address. But at the end of the day, I know who he is and what he brings to the table as it relates to he is a bona fide hooper. All he wants to do is hoop. So it brings me to a different question around Kevin Durant that is deeper for you and I to dive into. Because, see, I feel like a lot of people, Stephen A.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
People want him to be the Tom Brady type leader. The people want him to be the LeBron James type leader that I'm going to tell people what they need to do. So I will reverse this on you. And I want to have an exercise publicly here with you. How would you have handled Kyrie Irving during everything? How would you have liked to seen Kevin Durant handle Kyrie Irving during everything that's happened?
What would I prefer KD do when it come to Kyrie? Yo, bro, come in, man. I ain't come here for all of this. You gonna play or not? I need you, man. I ain't come here to do this by my damn self. The hell you doing leaving me hanging? It's a private conversation, right? It's me talking to you, right, Jay? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if I was Kevin Durant and it's Kyrie Irving, yo, I'm here. Now I understand the vaccine, and I understand, the ownership, and I understand, you got other stuff on your mind. But I need you. I came here to try and win championships, all right? Again, listen to me. Stay with me.
I'm trying to.
I'm not trying. Listen, stay with me. What I'm saying is I'm not trying to get into the minutia of what's on your mind and why you do some of the things that you do. I get it. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, I'm trying to win. I came here to ball with you. And there's always something. I need you. You going to be there for me or not? And if the answer is anything okay, but an emphatic yes, I go up to Sean Martin and I'll be like, do what y'all got to do.
On this one, Stephen A. is right on the money, and Jay Williams will often make the point that Kevin Durant is accepting accountability. He shows up to work every day and he plays in every game. That's not accepting accountability for your situation. He requested a trade. He's blamed everybody else. He's now called out his teammates by name in the starting lineup. How is that accepting any accountability? You just expect us to win because I'm there? KD, you traded away all the young talent to get James Harden. You wanted Steve Nash as your coach, but then you wanted him fired. Even if Kevin Durant didn't make all the decisions himself, he signed off on everything. He signed off on getting Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, and all those older veterans that now left the league or went somewhere else. He also was the reason why DeAndre Jordan got that money. Him and Kyrie went to the front office and said, you pay DeAndre Jordan, even though they didn't want to. If the Nets wouldn't have overpaid DeAndre Jordan, all three of them would have went somewhere else. To give you an idea of how bad KD is at making decisions for teams, KD wanted to be traded this offseason, but he wanted the team that he goes to keep all their stars. He wanted to go to Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Buddy, if you're traded to the Suns, they're not going to have them. And then he wanted to go to the Heat, but they keep Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, and Tyler Hero. Does he know how trades work? Or does he just expect the Nets to give him up for a second-round pick so he can have a super team somewhere else? All I'm saying is, showing up to the games doesn't mean you've accepted responsibility for your situation. Kevin Durant just went to Bleacher Report and did an interview trashing his teammates, and we're supposed to say, well, he shows up to the games. Clearly he knows that he's made some bad decisions. No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand that he's made these choices, and this is his team now. He wanted James Harden. James Harden is now Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is now scared on the bench. Whose fault is that? He's the one that wanted to get D'Angelo Russell to Golden State so the Warriors could get something in return for him. Why the fuck would you give a 73-9 team something in return for you? They could have kept D'Angelo Russell, but I understand you don't want to play him next to Kyrie, but they at least could have traded him to a different team and got something else in return. Instead, KD basically traded him for himself, so they got nothing out of him for the future team that he was going to have. And this is the guy that's making decisions for your franchise and then blaming you for the result. KD's a great player, a Hall of Famer. I got nothing against him. But when you hear about the decisions that he and Kyrie make, and then a month later you hear, well, I just can't win with this team. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Fire the GM, fire the coach. It just doesn't make sense from a basketball fan point of view. But that's just what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more NBA content just like this, and I will see you in the next upload.